Welcome back to the big playoff game between the Ladybirds and the Hand Eggs. You all voted for me to use the rugby ball, and I think it's because you want the game to be harder for me than it really should be. Little do you know, I am an expert at this game with the exception of one ball. Now that we've eased into the game a bit, let's go pick up some of those green gems from the earlier stages. There's actually a green gem in every single stage, I didn't mention that yet. And in these first few stages, they're quite, a lot of them are quite cleverly hidden. The rugby ball is, when the game says hard to roll, what it means is it picks up speed slowly if you roll it from vertical end to vertical end, but if you roll it on its flat end, it picks up speed a lot faster, so it's just a bit inconsistent. The green gem is on this side platform over here that you have to fall onto. Easy to miss, especially since it's the first level. Just pick it up and fall back onto the regular stage. A lot of the green gems are easy to overlook in the park because of just how green the whole skybox is. All of these sports balls have a good bit of bounce to them. The rugby ball especially is a bit tricky to handle with bounces, which makes a really good idea for me to send down this staircase with it. Once you've gotten the green gem, you don't usually have to go, well, you don't at all have to actually go back the way you came. But if you want to avoid losing time or just falling off the stage, you can always go that. But you can just restart the stage and it keeps all of the gems that you've collected. Still faster than the last time. In Gather and Go, see that little piece of wood sticking out on the left there? Well, if we follow that and tilt the controller backwards, we can fall onto another hidden little platform. And then expertly make it back onto the regular stage, and quickly zoom over to finish the stage. It is about as awkward as you might think to manipulate the stage with the Wii remote held vertically backwards, so that it's basically pointing straight up. Pretty much all of the, aside from those couple of ones that are hidden pretty well, all of the green gems are usually just a matter of keeping your eyes open and exploring everywhere that the stage has to offer, looking out for such things as a broken ledge that you can fall down. Or just going down every side path and so on. Oh man, a gold trophy! That's not the last we'll be seeing of those, but it is the last we'll be seeing of it for a while. The bumpy road here really lets you see how kind of easy it can be to let the faster balls just get away from you if you're not too careful, if you try to make them move really quickly. Especially tricky is how they move faster in the air, so you can quickly overshoot some ledges. The green gem, you need to line yourself up here and whoop, there it is. It also helps if you just keep your eyes peeled when the stage is doing its little overview. Don't worry, I can get this. Hang on, it'll look awesome. Yeah, look at that. That was awesome. I'm not sure what just happened with the cannon there. I think I was supposed to have bounced it in a lot crazier directions after all those spins, but oh well. An annoying part of the green gems can obviously be missing them and then having to restart the whole level, such is the case with that one. Whoa, what's this we've unlocked? This might be a good time to mention that the balls aren't unlocked strictly by just beating stages. There are actually hidden requirements to unlock a lot of the balls. You can unlock them by just beating... Basically, if you beat all of the levels in the entire game, you will unlock every ball. But there are specific requirements that they are looking for. With Car Crunch, I'm pretty sure it's... you need to have kind of had the balls throughout the levels be kind of bounced and tossed around and collide with surfaces as much as possible. They are sort of related to whatever the ball is you're unlocking. For example, the basketball unlocks after you have a significant, I think a significant fall or bounce a significant height. So I'm not entirely certain on all of the exact requirements because I only noticed it while starting recording for this LP. But it's an interesting little detail and a fun way to kind of spice up repeat playthroughs of the game. The green gem is about where you expect. Oh, but hang on. This stuff, this sort right here is why I love Kororinpa, because you can recover from stuff like that. Just go backwards and over the edge intentionally. That was an intentional mistake. So we could do that. That's awesome. That's another reason why I love this game. Because if you've gotten all the crystals up to a certain point, you can very quickly get back there. It can be very tempting a lot of the time to just kind of want to tilt the Wii Remote all the way in one direction and let the ball start falling. If you fall off of the stage, you're not necessarily going to fall out though. The way the fallouts work is that if your ball is in the air for more than a few seconds, it automatically fails you. Even if you were about, you know, like 3 frames away from touching solid ground again, it will fail you. So while it can be really tempting to fall down half of the stage, suddenly you might find yourself having to restart the entire stage because you fell too far. Oh, wait a second. There it is. This is a tricky one to get because it's, especially with this ball, it's hard to see where you're going without pushing yourself over the edge. Meant to do it. And for once, the bouncing actually has caused me to have to restart. It seems your plan to make the game harder and take longer has finally paid off, dear viewers. And with that, we can now get on to the rest of the game, and we're picking up all of the green gems as we go along now. And since for some reason I don't realize that there's a big old 15 in the corner there, I had to quickly double check, and on we go. I swear I've heard this music in Mother 3. Am I crazy about that? It's a trick. I picked the best possible camera angle to try and get that green gem. This is the stage that would normally get you Car Crunch. All of the tumbling down tubes is basically guaranteed to unlock it. As you can see, even if you're holding the controller basically perfectly flat, the rugby ball does like to just fall over. So this would be the first level that you would normally be learning or realizing that you can just jump over stuff if you tilt the remote far enough. Sort of an evolution of one of the levels in the park. This one can be annoying if you miss it, but I got it, landed on the pancake. You can use some funny remote shenanigans to flick yourself back up there instead of having to restart the stage if you miss it though. Why, yes, it is entirely possible to skip this maze by just rolling over the walls. But we'll do the maze, don't worry. I mean, there's also a couple of points where the holes in the ground don't cover the corners, so I could have just gone past the hole instead of going all the way around. You can go around the sides to quickly and safely get to the goal, but why do that? We can get a green gem by going on this wooden spoon. Nailed it! You can see the green gem peeking out over the side there. If you miss it, it's really annoying to get it back. There's not a whole lot to this level. The main trick is just not keeping control of the ball once you fall down and not falling down any of the holes on the rebound. And then you can just drop straight down to the goal. I wasn't expecting to unlock that one quite this early. Okay, I know it's right there, but let's just go ahead and get this red gem that's over here first. Because there's a jump here, and it would be annoying to pick it up if we got the green gem first. Now, let's just slide on over. Controlling balls on ice, on a large section of ice, can be pretty tricky, especially when it's a faster ball, because it basically immediately puts the ball at its top speed. And especially when you have to have the remote at a constant 45-degree angle. There we go. And rather than go through the ice rink again, whoop! Again, just a little flick of... Did I say this before? A little flick of the Wii remote can give you a little jump. It's never required, but it can help get past some sections pretty quickly. Ah, we can go to the big city with a watermelon, okay? Finally done with Censored Land. Next up, Daytown. And we're unlocking quite a few balls to choose from. We've got the ladybug and the cat and the dog and the pig and the frog. Soccer ball and basketball. I don't know how watermelons would work. It's missing a chunk. How is that gonna roll? And that's just a pile of cars, all mashed up together. Oh, for veterans. Oh man. It's hard as well. I don't know if we want to use the hardball just yet. Maybe we should save that for the hard levels if you guys really want to do that to me. Unlocked a good number of secret levels as well. Alright. Next up, fame, fortune in the big city.